Project Exodus is the brand new Mack Rides hyper roller coaster set to open at Thorpe Park Resort here in the UK as their brand new roller coaster for the 2024 season. However, will this new roller coaster open at the start of the season? As the closer we get to the end of the 2023 season and start of the 2024 season, the less and less likely I believe this is the case, and I think this new coaster will not be ready for opening day, so stick around to find out why. Welcome to Coasternaut, and if you enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe for future updates and news on Thorpe Park Resort and the Project Exodus new Mack Rides hyper roller coaster, as there'll be plenty more news updates before this fantastic new coaster opens up next year. So then, Project Exodus. For anyone that is new to the theme park industry or has somehow been living so far under a rock for the past year since its announcement that they have no idea what Project Exodus is, this is the brand new for 2024 Mack Rides hypercoaster coming to Thorpe Park for next season. This is one of the most intense and unique looking hypercoaster layouts ever seen in the theme park industry. This new coaster is likely to become the best roller coaster at any UK theme park, and for Thorpe Park this long overdue coaster couldn't come sooner. With such a unique layout full of inversions, full of airtime, whippy transitions, and what is likely to be one of the best first drops anywhere in the world, this coaster needs to open up, as Thorpe Park has not had a new coaster in such a long time. Thorpe Park's last new coaster edition was the B&M Wing Coaster, the Swarm, that opened in 2012 at the back of the park to the right, so Project Exodus is a long time overdue. A new coaster edition that the park desperately needs, and fans and enthusiasts are super excited for. As you know, we have not got many Mack Rides coasters here in the UK, we have hardly any coasters over the 200 foot mark, so becoming the tallest and fastest roller coaster here in the UK, you know, this is so exciting. I personally can't wait for this ride. Like I say, think it's going to be the best new coaster here in the UK when it opens, beating out my current favourite #1 UK coaster, which is Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. But even if it's not personally your favourite new coaster, I can see this becoming easily people's top 2, top 3 coasters here in the UK. After such a long time without a new coaster at the park, Thorpe needs to ensure this new coaster opens as smoothly as possible. You know, like I say, the hype for this coaster at the minute is fantastic. Many fans think it is going to be the best coaster in the UK when it opens. So in order to create some good PR and create a lot of positivity around the park, which could encourage an increase in attendance as well and increase money for the park, you know, and encourage guests to come back, this coaster needs to open well, needs to open smoothly without any problems, ideally at the start of the theme park season, so as soon as gates open, this brand new coaster for everyone to see, for all of the new guests that have never been to Thorpe and returning guests can see and ride and enjoy. So in the UK, our parks tend to open and start their new seasons in March. The weather in the UK is normally, I should say, starting to improve around this time of the year, although, you know, the UK it seems to always try and ruin things. So starting a season in March is the perfect time when weather hopefully starts to get better than the winter period. At the time of this recording, we are currently towards the end of August, and therefore only around 6 to 7 months away from the start of the 2024 theme park season. As of July 2023, only some of the supports have just started to arrive on site at Thorpe Park for Project Exodus, and as of now, none of the track has yet arrived. We are yet to see the groundwork construction even finished for this project, which is quite worrying, and you know, not all of the footers and concrete work has started to be completed yet, and so I still think it's going to be a few weeks before the groundwork is finished and therefore starts to go vertical. We are also yet to receive an official announcement from the park regarding the official name of this coaster. At the minute we're still referring to this as Project Exodus. We know it's a Mack Rides hypercoaster, and there has been a few leaked potential themes and names out there. I know the name Icarus has been leaked with a potential sort of Egyptian godlike theme, and that would work quite well. You know, this is being the tallest coaster in the UK. Icarus was a god that got too close to the sun, I believe, in one of the mythologies, and I can see that working as well with the white and gold colour scheme that we've got here. So, like I say, without an announcement from the park on what is going on with this project, I still think that shows that we are a while away from this coaster being finished just yet, as the park will start to tease these when we are getting closer to the official completion. If we compare Project Exodus to the Nemesis retrack, which is currently happening at another UK theme park, Alton Towers, from start to finish in terms of the groundwork and construction, this has taken approximately 8 to 10 months, and this is yet to be finished, as you know, theming enhancements are still needed, finishing touches regarding the station. So I reckon this whole project from start to finish for the Nemesis retrack will be around 10 to 12 months, so nearly a year. Now, Nemesis is a very complex coaster, it's built into and around of trenches, but it's nowhere near as tall as Exodus for one, it's a lot smaller than Exodus, and also Nemesis is a known design, this is just a retracking. Project Exodus is a brand new design and the lift hill and station are still standing with Nemesis, so that's less aspects that the park will have to worry about in terms of the construction cycle. So if we take this knowledge into comparison with Exodus and say that Exodus will take a similar time period of around 10, 11, 12 months, we're therefore likely going to see a coaster that is not ready to be open for the start of the 2024 season. I think this coaster will start to go vertical at some point in September. I think the groundwork is likely to be finished over the next few weeks, and I think the actual construction of the coaster itself will be finished sometime around March 2024. Bearing in mind how long it's taken to build Nemesis over the summer period, I know guests have been in the park, but that doesn't really affect exactly how much construction work can take place. Over the winter period, there's harder and rougher weathers, it starts to get darker earlier and doesn't get lighter until later in the morning. So these are all factors that could also prevent and slow down the construction process for Project Exodus over the winter period. Once the theming and the overall plaza area around Exodus is also complete, this is more that we need to take in terms of the construction process. So I think once we see, the whole coaster built, the theming, the station, the plaza, rejuvenation of the area around the ride, towards the back of the park, behind the Burger King, I reckon we may be looking around May or June time at a coaster opening for Project Exodus, in my opinion. If we look at another new Merlin coaster that opened recently, Mandrill Mayhem over at Chessington World of Adventures, this was a complex, unique new coaster that we hadn't seen before, a B&M launched shuttle wing coaster, and this also opened as part of a brand new themed area, and this didn't open until May of 2023, so approximately 2 months after the opening and start of the season. I think when we compare the timescale of Mandrill Mayhem and the Nemesis retrack at Alton Towers at Chessington World of Adventures to how far along we are in the construction process of Thorpe Park's Project Exodus Mack Rides hypercoaster, I think all the signs are unfortunately pointing to a delayed opening in the season for this brand new 2024 roller coaster at Thorpe Park. Hopefully this won't detract from the addition and put a negative on it, and I can't see that doing that because, like I say, people are extremely hyped for this ride and I think people know how good this is going to be whenever it does open. However, a delayed opening for not at the start of the season won't go down well with some guests, and I can see a lot of guests not being happy that this coaster potentially is not ready for whenever it is the start of the season. I hope this coaster does open smoothly whenever it is ready, because it truly looks to me like one of the best coasters here in the UK. So what do you currently make of this topic? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback on the comments section down below. Do you think Project Exodus, the new 2024 Mack Rides hypercoaster coming to Thorpe Park for next year, will be opening for the start of the season, or do you think it will be a delayed opening similar to Mandrill Mayhem later on in the season? If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like, it really does help out the channel. Subscribe to the channel for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.